Also, that goes to show you that you were working with TDE early on.
Oh yeah. If you look in J-Rock's Follow Me Home,
Right.
Schoolboy Q Setbacks, like I shout out to, back in the day, Punch was locked in with Taheem Cannon, and Taheem Cannon used to, bring them my beats. And, a lot of that, Punch was my conduit. Like Punch was giving them the beats, and they were putting them on mixtapes and stuff like that. But that's how I locked in with. A matter of fact, I think I locked in with Kendrick through rapper Big Pooh.
Oh
Because the
wow.
first record that I had with Kendrick was the rapper Pooh, and Kendrick bodied that, and I was like, oh my god, this kid is crazy. But that was the first time that I locked in with K Dot.
Isn't it crazy that he was J Rock's hype man, and then like for him to, you know what I mean? Like you just never know where somebody is going to end up, right? Like he's like
Yeah,
phenomenal, phenomenal
yeah,
man.
yeah, 1,000%.
So going back a little bit though, in 2009 you end up leaving Aftermath, but it was a amicable split.
2008. Yeah,
2008? Oh, okay.
yeah.
So then
Mhm.
you left to work on your own company, AFAM Entertainment.
I left honestly to get my life in order. Um, it was a lot, and within the realms of me getting my life in order, then I started to formulate AFAM Entertainment. Yes.
So at the time, I guess that you've said in the past that, you know, you were having a harder time to juggle the family responsibilities with the work, you know,
Yeah.
man, any kind of demanding career like that when you're away from your family and your kids and, you know, it's tough. Like you really start to see the things that you miss out on.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you're kids, you used to bounce them on the knee, and then all of a sudden they feel that they're strong enough that they can bounce you around. Uh, you
Yeah.
you have to literally look yourself in the mirror and figure out what's more important. I do this for the sustenance and provisions for my kids, but I can't do it and put them in danger. They need their father. They need uh, my time more than they need the money. And so I just needed to lock back in with my family. I needed to lock back in. Back in those days, it was my faith. I had to just. I was feeling hopeless. I was feeling a little bit aimless. I was drinking a lot. I just really had to stop everything. And I
Mhm.
went, and from 2008 to 2013, and I just got my life wherever the trajectory was. I got it back on track.
It's tough because like when you're working so hard, it's like you're thinking, I just want to provide for my family. But then like, you know, being a parent is much more than that, right? Like you got to be there for the moments. You got to, you know, I feel like especially with kids, you know, like with sons and stuff, like you got to be that father figure. You got to help, you know, guide them through this world. It gets, you know, it gets really difficult. They need that. You
Yeah.
at that time, you also said that you started to hate music because of the business side of the industry, right?
Oh, I still do.
You
I
still
I
do.
can't stand. No, that's serious. Like it's. I will never. And that's. I need to restructure that quote. I don't hate music. I love music with all my heart.
Mhm.
I hate the business. I can't stand the business. And then when you run into the people that swear to God they have your best interests at heart, and the only interest that they have at heart is their own, it's like you just get jaded. And I got to the point where I was like, I'm tired of tap dancing and the buffoonery and the coonery, and I'm tired of all of it. I'm tired of it, and I need to go and make music from that passionate place. And when I left Aftermath, my phone stopped ringing. A lot of people were not messing with me, but the people that did lock in, big shout out to Sun Village, T3 and Young RJ and Ella J, they always checked on me, and I was working with them. Big shout out to Little Brother. They always checked on me, and I was making music with them. Like it was passion projects. And then I started realizing that I had a passion again for music,
Mhm.
and I just needed to lean into that, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people they're surprised when they realize that the music business is more about business than it is music, right?
Yeah.
And that at
Yeah.
times can be like a blocker for your creativity
Thousand
because
percent.
there's just
Yeah.
so much like little things involved, politics, all these different things that make it really difficult barriers for you to be able to create what you genuinely want to create.
Yeah. Yes. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah. 1,000%. And I think that it's not even just the stuff that you want to create, but it's what needs to happen.
Mm,
And they start pushing agenda in your music and pushing these trends and things that shorten the life of your music. So it's not your music anymore. It's a commercial for their product. It's a commercial for whatever they want to push at that moment. And it got old. I want records with substance. You know what I'm saying?
right. Those are the things that are going to have that replay value, right? The music
Right.
that really connects with the people. And I know that you had said that, you know, maybe you're not the artist that is talking about drinking the lean, but if you're producing the beat for the person and you're standing next to them while they're doing that, it's just as bad, pretty much, you know?
Yeah. And I really had to stand that square for myself as well. Like I, I've been part of Aftermath when we were talking our most gangster. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like, do I want to keep feeding the poison? People can say that, I'm on some hypocrite, but as a whole, it is a job. If I, an example, if I'm creating paper, but on that paper they're writing laws that turn around and outlaw black people and Jewish people and this and that, like from gathering together and things like that. Am I part of the problem? I'm literally making music, and what they interpret on the music is it cannot be my fault. And I
Mhm.
had to get from under that guilt because I kept putting myself. If I wrote it, then yes,
Right.
you can crucify me. But at the end of the day, I literally just make music.
Was it during this time that you made the health changes? Because before you were like 300 pounds, right? From eating real bad and drinking and everything, and then like you really got
Yeah.
fit after that. I think you lost like what 95 pounds.
I'm still. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, since wow. Yeah. Since 2008, it's almost a full 100 pounds. Yeah. I was almost
Wow.
300 pounds. I found out I was diabetic. Um, and when I got to Atlanta, I had to change everything. I had to change my diet. I had to stop drinking. The processed foods and stuff like that. And then I got back into my way of living again, and I ballooned up to like 260. And I've just been kind of going back and forth. But now I'm a solid 202. And I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm very happy that I'm not where I was.
Right,
And
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I have to look at it like that.
It's hard to make lifestyle changes like that. So man, big salute
Yeah.
to you, man, because that's a
Thank you,
really
bro.
difficult thing.
It isn't when you have things to live for. I got
That's
I got
true.
some beautiful
That's
children
true.
to live for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but thank you.
Yeah.